Welcome back to another Commercial Trucking Chronicles. This is an emergency video right now to bring some awareness to the community. Okay. Right now, as we speak, massive hacks have just begun, and we want you guys to know that never fails when these markets start taking off, these crypto markets. Excuse me. There's always, believe me, there's always a scammer or a hacker, or somebody waiting, trying to lay a trap, lay the bait, and catch you slipping off guard. Especially if you're a new investor, you want to be careful. But let me let you hear this, all right?
And maybe I'll just get us off to the side here. Yeah, so this tweet, and quote tweet, Bitcoin archive here, but this...
And this is, and I use a cold storage wallet myself. I use a couple cold storage wallets. I don't leave nothing on the exchange. So I just going through social media, and it's all over Twitter right now. A lot of YouTubers are talking, trying to make everybody aware and alert. So let's just tune in. And one of the wallets that I use has been affected, but of course, obviously, I just checked my other wallet that I am able to carry with me. My Tangent is safe. I just checked my balance. But check this out.
The CTO of Ledger said this earlier today. There's a large-scale supply chain attack in progress. The NPM, which is short for Node Package Manager, account of a reputable developer has been compromised. No word on who that developer is. The affected packages have already been downloaded over 1 billion times, billion with a B indeed, meaning the entire JavaScript ecosystem may be at risk. The malicious payload works by silently swapping crypto addresses on the fly to steal funds. If you use a hardware wallet, pay attention to every transaction before signing, and you're safe. If you don't use a hardware wallet, refrain from making any on-chain transactions for now. It's still unclear whether the attacker is also stealing seeds from software wallets directly at this stage. And there was a...
Yep. See, all the scammers are coming out because the markets are booming. And so now I'm putting up this video right here to alert you guys, man. If you use a cold storage hardware wallet, be very careful. Like the man said, don't try to make no transactions right now at all. I just checked one of my, because he said the CTO of Ledger, and I have a Ledger. I use a Ledger, but it's on my desktop at home. So only way I could check it is if I have to go home and get on the computer and punch in the seed phrase and hook it up. So I'll check that out when I get home. But my Tangent wallet, and this is another cold storage wallet that I carry with me, right? I just checked it because I just, you tap the phone and it can open up that way. I put in my password, all my funds are safe. But I've been in crypto for quite a few years. I've been scammed quite a bit. But not enough to get me to stop, because I don't know. I already know I made out so good, right? And so like this is just an attempt to now. Anybody doing something like that, these scammers, the markets are getting ready to like take off. If you don't already know, it's already starting to like, really put in some numbers, big numbers, right? They estimate the market's going by about $15 trillion, trillion with the T, $15 trillion. And the overall crypto market right now, it just went over 4 trillion. It just went over $4 trillion within the last 24 hours. But leading up till now, it's only been like 3 trillion. So the estimated, once, okay, we were waiting for regulations. We were waiting for all these things to happen before big investors like Wall Street investors and, hedge fund managers and people really were able to go ahead and make the, make investments or add it to their balance sheets or, as a strategic reserve or for their companies and stuff like that. And then when the Ripple lawsuit ended, things sped up. But another thing that happened is the scammers done, what up? Hey, yep, yeah, I guess I look like some. But the scammers, they ramp it up every time there's a bull market. This is my third bull market, bro. This is my third bull market dealing with this crypto. And, I just used every safeguard I could, because I got really badly frauded out of a lot. Just say that, out of a lot. And that happened when they had that big bank segment, Sam Bankman-Fried and the Voyager crash. Like I literally, I got the receipts. I got all kind of screenshots from then, where my account was or what I was holding, but that's not something you show nobody. But I kept all of that stuff because a lot of times when you run into this fraud and stuff, you need to have screenshots of transactions and things like that, so that if there's a fraud department, they can actually, look at your account. They can go back, they got like a paper trail or a digital trail. You see what I'm saying? So, I after that last time having, haven't been frauded and basically scammed, or, I got a thing over here on my other side where exchanges, what's going to happen? A lot of volume, high volume, right? And you go to try to log on, or, don't even try to open an account at this point because, it's just going to run, you're going to be waiting to hear back from customer service. So it's something that I want to say, oh, well, dive in now, go buy. I'm not giving nobody no financial advice, but I am trying to warn you, caution you. Like if you are trading, buying, selling, or doing anything that has to do with crypto right now, you really, really have to like kind of be very cautious. And they're saying don't do any transactions if you're using a cold storage wallet. And I've always told people, take your crypto off the exchange, get a cold storage wallet. Don't leave money up there because I've had it happen to me. I'm still having a hard time getting into Uphold, but that's Uphold, right? Going back and forth with them. But at least all my other stuff I have on cold storage wallets, like I said, they already got me. They didn't have to pull out a gun or nothing. They just robbed me blind. I had to kind of start all over, except for, what I did have. A friend of mine, I gave him a cold storage wallet. I don't even think he's using it. I told him, yo, you need to get that back to me. You know what I'm saying? But it was his birthday. I gave it to him as a birthday gift. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to make y'all aware of what's going on. So, yeah, and it doesn't surprise me that these hacks, these scammers, that they're pulling all the tricks right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have you got a lot of people right now that are probably new. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody like me, I don't already been down that road, and I just checked my wallet, but even still, it looks like they're trying to hack the cold storage wallets. People that have wallets, and they'll hack an exchange. Coinbase been hacked. I don't know if Robinhood, they've probably been compromised. All these exchanges that people know and they use have already had their battles with scammers, and they have such high level security that those scammers, they probably don't want to risk it, right? Because there'll be like some kind of a carbon footprint, but usually a lot of times it's somebody on the inside too at those exchanges working there. See, that's another reason why it's like, man, I don't trust that, because how's all the information getting leaked? How's people's that's just like, your credit card or your bank information just getting leaked, or say hack into the system and steal the information. But I think they said that I remember I heard somebody say something about it was inside, and people that were working there, because they were calling up customers and saying, "Oh yeah, I work for so and so, blah 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 blah." Like, how you get my number? How you get my information? That don't make sense. But yeah, you got to be careful. I'm trying to tell you. I done been down, and it's about to boom too. It's about to, man. This, I don't even think you really know how close we are to this thing. You know, it's been a long time coming, so you ain't got to say that no more. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to say that no more. We can say we there. We're here now. You see what I'm saying? At first, it moves slow. It's like the adoption curve. All right? And with the adoption curve, you know, take a little while, and then it go up like a hockey stick. Just go, you know. And they said that it's moving faster than the internet did. It's moving faster, mass adoption. But it's not really retail. It's institutions. Yeah, institutions they gobbling it up. They coming for it. And that's what's going to push the price. That's what's going to cause the market cap to go up by the trillions. You know, it's figure 150 trillion. There's quadrillions that are out there, right? But before we get to that, we got to get to the tens of trillions, you know, hundreds of trillions. We're still early. We're still early. Like I said, this thing just got to 4 trillion within the last 48 hours. It was already like 3.4, 3.5 trillion dollars in the whole entire crypto market. You know, Bitcoin's market cap, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Dogecoin. Combine all those numbers, the whole market cap is about 3.5 trillion. Well, today they're reporting saying it's like 4 point whatever trillion. So that means a couple 100 billion have come in overnight. And that's why you're seeing these prices start to move. And they say it's more coming, it's on the way. So protect your assets. Protect your, you know what I'm saying, your investments. My best suggestion is don't self-custody. Be your own bank, right? You don't need these other platforms, but you do what you feel most comfortable with, all right? But don't be surprised if you go to try to access the stuff and your access is denied, all right? That's it. I'm your boy. Do me a favor. Thank you for the likes, you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys, new subscribers. And leave me a comment, man. Let me know what you think, all right? This is not financial advice. Do not buy, sell, hold, trade, do anything. Oh, we out? Okay, we getting signed out. My day is over. It's time to go home. Peace out, y'all.